fish cannot be sweet in any soup. They are dead. We will share them.
What? What's cracking me up is you just be saying it and smiling.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
those are words from a presidential candidate. Yeah.
Please.
So
Is that what he said?
that's what he said. A dead fish can never be sweet in any soup. They are dead. We will share them.
What?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Road to 30 podcast. As always, Isaac here.
Dolly here is episode 180 actually.
Yeah, it's a landmark episode, guys. So
Not to be confused with landmark.
yeah. We were not there, please. But yeah, it's actually quite big. Shout out to Dolly. It's not been easy. 180 episodes. Today's a big day for us. We have a guest with us.
Yeah, so.
And this is a woman who I came across about a year ago or so. Yeah, and she...
A year ago. Yeah,
something like that. And then she, made her little mark on my life and was so cute.
Clearly.
And yeah, she always used to give me like motherly talk at work.
It's not motherly.
No, it was. That's actually how we became friends. She would sit me down and tell me stuff. And I'm just there like, bro, okay.
And he was always talking about you all the time.
Yeah, actually.
Which you guys,
Yep.
and we now realize that me and his boss have a very interesting link.
Yes.
So let me tell you, guys, life is so funny.
It is.
It really is. So when I was younger, when I was a kid, we used to live in Port Harcourt. That was where, I was born. My siblings were born. But my dad is from Lagos, so we are from Lagos State, and we have family in Lagos. My auntie and we have family in Lagos. So we used to come to Lagos often, like maybe during the holidays. We'll stay at my auntie's house. My auntie used to live in Yaba at that time, and she lived in an estate that had us were kids. So as long as we see fellow kids,
you're happy.
It's fine with us.
It didn't matter who.
I actually liked to go to their house, not because of the house, but because it was just a different vibe. With that's not how our own house was in PH.
Right.
So our house was like. It was on a street, but they weren't really kids like you really see to play with.
Yeah.
So in my auntie's house, it was different because you could just be going from one house to the next,
and there are kids everywhere.
Everywhere. So that's what we used to do. And one of those people was Isaac's former boss. Which this Isaac, she had told him that oh wait, I might know your co-host too. Isaac never mentioned
How
it.
is that my business to say?
Never
Do
mentioned
you know how
it
many
to me.
people I meet on a daily
Guy,
basis?
you are actually crazy.
Say,
No, I just want to tell you that.
God.
I just want to tell you.
To be honest,
then
I
you
don't care.
I know.
I do not care.
At the live show, right? She came for the live show, and that was when it now became clear that, oh my God, yes, she was one of the people that used to play when we were kids. Isaac, why did you not mention it? And you know how Isaac does his
I didn't deem it necessary at the time.
But
I still
yes,
don't.
I just think that it's just such a beautiful thing that you can just, I don't know, why is life like that? You can just randomly, yes. And then years ago now, she meets Isaac in a different capacity.
Yeah. So this
and
is the person I always call boss on the pod. And
yes.
I'll be calling her boss throughout this episode.
Yes.
So without...
And my childhood friend. That is so crazy.
This world is so small.
So small.
Yeah, so before we even introduce her, so today's episode is something we haven't done in a while.
In a long time.
It's a Reflectisations episode. I don't think we did any last year, actually.
No, we didn't.
So this is actually something. Again, landmark episode 180.
Milestone episode.
Sorry, milestone. If it is easy, tell your favorite podcasters to date.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And so without further ado, guys, we have Mayowa with us in the studio today. Hey.
Hello.
To all of you out there, it is boss. It is not Mayowa. It is boss.
Boss.
It is boss. So
welcome, Mayowa. We're so happy to have you.
We used to call Dolly Black Princess.
Yes, you see, look at that. You see, that's because my dad used to call me that. I think I've said that on the pod one time.
My dad used to call you Black Princess.
When I was younger, my dad used to call me Black Princess. He used to call my sister Yellow Princess.
Yes.
Yellow Princess.
Yeah, because
Nice.
she's
She's
light
light
skinned.
skinned.
Oh,
So you used to call me Black Princess, you used to call me Yellow Princess. So
Aw.
yeah, can you imagine? I didn't even think you remember that.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh my days, that is so cute. I love it.
ew, ew.
Yeah, just being a hater.
Yes, I am.
Just like
I
you're a
am.
hater by not actually telling me.
That was
He kept
deliberate.
on like literally
I
every
have no
time.
regrets.
That time when he was working at you guys' office, he would come and be telling me about his boss, his boss, his boss. I was like, oh, okay. We'll even say maybe she can come for a face. So Isaac would tell me about his boss every week, and not once did he ever occur to him to
The
mention.
funny thing
No, but
is,
it
you
took
show
a
you
while.
show it
Yeah, it
actually
took a while before
for
she
him to
said. It was like when I
recognize
was
you.
leaving.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
'Cause
he
I
has
w-
shown the picture. I'm like, oh, this is your co-host. Is very pretty. And then I looked at you. No, I think it was one day you posted something on IG,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
IG
yeah. And
story,
then
and I
you're
looked
like,
at you, and I'm like,
I know.
I think
In
I
that
know.
moment, I zoned out. I was like, we're not doing this, please. We're not
Why?
doing
Why
this.
are you not doing this? What is the
Well,
problem?
There was no problem. Don't mind me. I just
You just
didn't.
that's just
Yeah,
you.
it was
That's just you
just.
just like to just
being
do this your thing
Yeah,
sometimes.
actually, no. I had a problem then. It was then when I used to keep the pod away from
from
everything.
work. But she knew about the pod and you
Yeah,
told
it
her
was.
about
It was by mistake we found out. Now, do you remember when we're trying to bid for something? And I was like, oh, I can also do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
yeah,
then
that's when you
yeah.
now mentioned it.
Yes, that's how we got there. But we're here now, anyways.
Hey, as
Yeah.
in, I'm just so grateful that we can see each other again.
Yeah,
Years
after all these
later,
years.
everybody is
Yeah.
healthy, happy, grown,
Mature.
mature, as some people say,
Mature.
mature.
Wow. Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, so
life
yeah.
life is crazy.
Life is good.
On a not so good note, guys. Let me tell you guys what happened to me this week. So I got laid off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yes, I can laugh about it now because I've had time to heal.
To process.
So the story was actually quite funny. Let me tell you guys what happened. So 2 Fridays ago, right, someone from sales called me and was like, "Oh, I'm going to have to let half my team go, and because of my role, I need sales guys, right?" And so she was like, "And the people I'm letting go are most likely going to affect you and your KPIs." And this was very critical because we had just opened this new area, and it was part of my KPIs and stuff. So I was like, "Shit, we can't risk these things going bad. Let me go in and see if we can make a case." So I messaged the GM. I was like, "I need to see you. It's quite important. It's about these sales guys, whatever." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, cool, sure." This was around 10 a.m. It's like, "Does 12 work?" I was like, "Yeah."
Were you back at work at this time?
No, I was at home. So I had to now drive to work and be there for 12, right? Because no black time. Tell me why I get into the meeting, right? And I'm like, "Oh, so what's going to happen to these guys? If we're letting them go, it's going to affect me and all that and all that." And this guy just looks at me like, "I'll be very honest with you. It's not looking good for them." I'm like, "Oh, so if it's not looking good for them, then how does this affect my KPIs?" Then he looks at his screen. Then he turns his phone. Like, you
Oh,
know when you
God.
like face your phone on the table and it's like, "I'll be honest with you, man.
Not looking good for you.
It's not looking good for you
Oh
either."
my god.
And I'm there like,
It's not
huh?
funny. But it's
No. You know what was funny?
Why,
I laughed
yeah.
in the moment.
Right.
Because I was like, "Bro, I came here
You
to
came
fight
here
for
to-
someone else. What is going on?" And this guy
Oh
tells
my
me,
days.
it's like, "I'll be very honest with you, man. I know you're like a no bullshit guy, and I totally respect that about you. So I'll be straight up. I want you to know this is not a performance thing. This is a budget thing." And I'm like, "Where are we going with this?" And it's like, "We can do this now, or we can do this on Monday." This was on Friday, and I'm like, "What are we doing?"
Wait,
And then,
last Friday.
yeah, 2 Fridays ago, not this last Friday, like two
Okay,
Fridays
okay,
ago.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so this was, I think that was Friday 27th. Yeah, because Monday was 30th, I believe. It was Monday that it happened.
So you're already back at what? You're back at work.
Oh yeah, I was already back at work now.
Wait,
I've been
so
working.
The first time I went to fight for the sales guys, you're not back at work.
No, I was already working, but I was working from home because
Okay,
of
okay,
my
got
like
it, got it,
yeah.
okay.
So I went in to fight for these guys, and anyway, fast forward. So now he's telling me how it's not looking good and everything,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Oh yeah, so we can do this now, or we can do this on Monday."
Monday.
And I was like, "Okay, out of respect for my line manager, though, let me just do this on Monday." So bear in mind, my line manager had gone back to Spain, right? So I was like, "Okay, let's just do this on Monday." Then on my way out, I look back. I was like, "Tell me again why this is happening." And it's like,
Right.
"Oh, yeah, it's a budget thing, whatever. I can't give more details on record, obviously." So I was like, fair enough then. So what's going to happen to my money? And the guy starts laughing. And I'm like, no, I get it, right? Trust me, I'm the last person that will sit here and cry. Like, what's going to happen with my money? And then we had this long conversation, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. Because my money was safe. And that was all that mattered to me. But then I had the whole weekend to think about it. And God damn it, I was so upset. Because it's like,